Hey, I'm back, and you noticed my little Tweety bird. Isn't that what that bird is called, Tweety bird? I think so, from Disney. And my Warner Brothers cap, all for you. See that? JJ spares no expense. During this short segment, about 7 minutes, I want to briefly discuss with you terrorism and torture and how people are just tearing down the system of how do we get information from people that have only one thing in mind: to destroy us. Remember that these people that they're sympathizing with, and this comes out of, to all you Islamic terrorist sympathizers, have you forgotten 9/11? Was this not stated by Islamic people who brought it to our shores on September 11, 2001, and have continually threatened to do so since? So we talk about terrorism. The problem here, ladies and gentlemen, we've got these sympathizers, these bleeding heart liberals, as they call them, that are feeling sorry for the very people that have only one end in mind, and that is to destroy anything that is other than Islamic theology of the radical kind. Not just Islam, because not all Muslims are radicals, but all terrorists are Muslims. I mean, that's the way it goes. This goes on to say, we lost all those people, but more importantly, those two buildings that came down were a definite statement by some insane people that have only one thing in mind: not to sit down, negotiate, make friends, and to incorporate theologies. They don't even want us to be a part of them, because they wouldn't trust us anyway if they decided to become a Muslim. The problem is that it's rooted in evil. So let me give you my analysis very quickly. I'll get into more on this. On analysis regarding torture. Terrorism is the worst kind of torture. I mean, we talk about torture. It allows for fear of the unknown for you and your loved ones. There can't be anything worse of torture in not knowing if and when a bomb is going to blow up and kill you and your whole family. People who allow freedom for all don't use torture, but ways to protect the innocent from those who don't care if they die while being tortured. So let me say it again. People who allow freedom for all don't use torture, but ways to protect the innocent from those who don't care. There are some people, the bottom line is getting the information. What if I've got somebody, and I'm an investigator, I'm doing the questions, and I'm expecting answers from you, and you're refusing to answer, and yet you know when some bomb is going to go up somewhere. I like that Series 24 with Keith Sutherland, where he uses extreme measures. He shoots people in the leg, or whatever it takes to bring pain, to get them to release the information. So what do? We start caring about people. We don't want to torture them. The bottom line is getting the information, because these people have only one agenda, and that's to destroy anything or anybody that doesn't believe the way they do. The war we fight is not of the flesh, because the terrorists want to die, because they wish to go to their spirit world where so-called blessings and goodness will follow. That's it for them. Hey, they don't care about dying. We should be torturing them to the point of bringing them to that brink. Now, I know they talk about waterboarding and all these various means that they use not to, what are we going to hurt these people? We're going to hurt them. They're going to live. We'll torture them, but they won't die. But we will die if we don't get the information. You can't convert or rationalize with the enemy of today unless you know his enemy is Satan. That's who we're dealing with. We're not dealing with human beings. We're dealing with people driven by demons to do one thing: destroy. We know that's not of God. That's not of love. That's not the way God would have laid out the plan for the Muslims to follow. I mean, if Muhammad believed that way, I mean, I have trouble believing that, but yet most of his writings are that way, to destroy the infidel, and whoever is not one of us, is against us. And Jesus never spoke that way. He never said that we are to destroy anyone. He has said to we love our enemies. God's weapons of warfare, which are the only ones. Let me read that again. You can't convert or rationalize with the enemy today unless you know his enemy is Satan. And you are prepared with God's weapons of warfare, which are the only ones capable to cast the enemy down and out of the terrorist mindset one at a time. Now, if we want to interrogate these people and we want to get the information, it's true we need intercessors. We need prayer warriors to get them to break down before they become so tortured. But I surely want somebody to work on somebody until they get information, rather than they come to my side of town and they blow up my community or my house or my family. Is that not true? And I say to you out there, bleeding hearts liberals that are sympathizers with these so-called, oh, don't hurt the terrorists. No, these people want to kill us. And if you are sympathizing with them, I'd like to see what you would say if they blew up your house and destroyed your family. It's a mockery. It can't be true that you believe that way. There will be many casualties and deaths. The question is, will we do as much as we can to protect the innocent regardless of what it takes, torture included? This is not the war like we fought with Germany and Japan and Europe, England. This is not the same war. We made up with them. This comes from the mindset, the root of evil, right from Ishmael, right from the place where the devil took Ishmael and even though God blessed him, put a heart in him to turn against us. Now, whether or not he carried it out to the point of Muhammad, I don't know. But Muhammad picked it up. And this is about wanting to be in control. This is not about getting along with people. These are not rational. These are not even sane people. These are insane people. You can't sit down and you're going to worry about torture. Even if it takes torture, I want my family. I know there's casualties. There's collateral damage. We know that. The end is near, and Satan will use the blind and ignorant to go against those who God has called, very much like Jesus. You will face the accusers who will sympathize with Satan and want to kill you for not feeling sorry for the enemy instead of protecting the rights of the righteous founded in truth, love, and power. We're about out of time, but I'm saying to you, as we wrap this up, please go to God and really begin to pray earnestly that we don't start removing and bringing down all the barriers, because if we don't get to the truth about what these people are up to, many lives will be lost. Check out Davao City and JJ and everything else that's there, including our products. We love you. We're here for you. Check out the website. Email me. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.
Age 70 and above? Are you weak, sickly, inactive? Meet JJ, an MX3 Plus user.
It's been wonderful in my life. There's so much more pizzazz and so much passion and boldness. And strong physically.
Santo, powered to produce results. Carnative, that burns fats. And Q10 for a healthy heart.
That's for you and me. 70 plus, MX3 Plus.
Ikaw, nag-MX3 ka na ba? Worrying on how to start your mornings? Learn from Mr. JJ. Take out the feeling of being old with MX3 Maxent Bar. Enjoy each cup of MX3 Coffee Mix 4-in-1 Health Coffee.
Wow, nothing like an MX3 shower, but now I'm going to enjoy my MX3 4-in-1 coffee. For a guy like me who needs all the help he can get, MX3 does it for me. I've got mine, now you get yours.
Make it your daily habit.
I'm in the bank, you see the guards there. This is the BDO bank. Is the way you do business? Yeah.